Assalamualaikum dear students. I am your teacher Samina Zaman from Divisional Public School Model Town. The lesson we are going to discuss today is from class 3 science book. Unit number 5, the life cycle of a plant. And this is your lecture number 8. Before going into the details of our today's lesson, let's recall some of the things related to this topic that we have studied in our last class. Plants are useful. They also make the world beautiful. Plants give us fruits, leaves, stems, roots, grains and seeds. Many things are made from plants. Students, we are going to learn in this chapter that plants are producers. There are many vegetables. They come from different parts of a plant. Flowers help the plants to reproduce. Seeds are dispersed in different ways. Plants have a life cycle. Now let's discuss our today's topic, that the life cycle of a plant. The very first thing we are going to discuss in this unit are the plants are producer. Let's discuss that why the plants are called producers. Plants are called producers because they make their own food. They have such type of pigments which helps them to prepare their own food. The animals, the human beings, the other living things, they don't have such chemicals through which they can prepare their own food. Plants produce flowers, fruits, seeds, vegetables, stems, leaves and roots. The very first thing that we are going to discuss about the plants, the parts of the plants are their flowers. They are lovely, they are colorful, they often have sweet smell, we know that. And all the seeds come from flowers. Mostly the seeds, they come from flowers. Fruits even emerge from flowers. And flowers help plants to produce and make copies of themselves. जो नए flowers बनते हैं, नए seeds बनते हैं, वो हमेशा flower से ही बनते हैं. And as an example, the watermelon is discussed over here. That first of all the tiny buds appear on the stem. The buds then grow into a flower, and then the flower grows into a whole fruit. These are the pictures of a watermelon plant, and you can see in these pictures that first a tiny bud appears on the stem of a plant. The bud then grows into a flower, and later on the flower grows into a fruit. I am also sharing here a small video with you people, just as a practical example of these pictures. Students, just look at this. This one is a flower bud of a watermelon plant. ये जो flower buds हैं ये further develop हो जाते हैं into a flower, और ये जो flowers हैं ये फिर develop होते हैं into watermelons. ये देखिए, this is a very small sized watermelon. ये फिर develop होता है into a bigger one like this. ये फिर develop होता है इससे थोड़े बड़े size में like this. और ये जो है फिर further और develop होते हैं और whole size watermelons बन जाते हैं. And watermelon is an example of a fruit which has many seeds. Fruits and seeds. We know that fruits grow from flowers. अक्सर घर में भी हमने को प्लांट लगाना होता है तो हम पहले उसके सीड्स ग्रो करते हैं और फिर उससे नया प्लांट बन जाता है. और मोस्टली द सीड्स आर प्रेजेंट इनसाइड द फ्रूट्स. सब फ्रूट्स में सीड्स नहीं होते, लेकिन मोस्टली द सीड्स आर प्रेजेंट इनसाइड द फ्रूट्स. एंड सम फ्रूट्स like the mango, the peach, they have one seed. Some fruits like watermelon, they have many seeds, and some fruits like lemon, they have few seeds. And the seeds are inside the fruit and they are protected by the fleshy part of the fruit.
ये देखें स्टूडेंट्स, दिस इज अ मैंगो ट्री। चलिए अब हम एक मैंगो उतारते हैं और देखते हैं दैट हाउ मेनी सीड्स अ मैंगो हैव। Look at this, we are just cutting it out to see just how many seeds are there. Mango has only one seed that is in between the fruit. I have another fruit that is plum. Just to see how many seeds are there. There is just one seed in plum. And I have another example that is lemon. Just to see how many seeds are there. So lemon is an example of a fruit which has few seeds.
The next important thing about the seeds is the dispersion. That seeds are produced on the flower, लेकिन जाहिरी बात है वो किसी ना किसी तरह सॉइल तक पहुंचेंगे तो वहाँ ग्रो होंगे. एंड देयर आर मैनी मेथड्स थ्रू विच सीड्स कुड बी डिस्पर्स्ड. एक तो तरीका ये है कि हम खुद उनको ज़मीन में बोते हैं सो दैट कि उनसे नए प्लांट्स निकल आएँ. सम टाइम द सीड्स जस्ट स्टक विद द स्किन ऑफ डिफरेंट एनिमल्स ड्यूरिंग ग्रेजिंग. द सीड्स देन वो सीड्स कहीं पे भी फिर गिर जाती हैं और वहाँ पे अगर उनको सूटेबल कंडीशंस मिलती हैं तो वहाँ पे वो ग्रो करना शुरू हो जाते हैं. कुछ सीड्स जो हैं वो लाइट वेट होते हैं, वो एयर के साथ इधर उधर फ्लाई कर जाते हैं. और कुछ सीड्स जो हैं वो पानी के साथ स्विम करके भी एक जगह से दूसरी जगह पे पहुँच जाते हैं. सीड्स के टेक्सचर पे डिपेंड करता है कि कौन सा मेथड ऑफ डिस्पर्शन वो फॉलो करेंगे. As we can see in these pictures, that in the first picture the animal is eating some fruit along with the seeds, of course, but the animals can't digest the seeds of these fruits, so the seeds remain undigested and are excreted from their bodies as the waste. So wherever the seeds are excreted, they start growing over there if the suitable conditions are there. In the next picture we can see that some of the seeds are flying with the air. They are lightweight, they have wings like structures on their bodies so they can be scattered with the wind. And in the third picture we can see seeds are carried by the water. They also have hair like structures on their bodies which helps them to swim in the water. And in the fourth picture, the farmer is, of course, they have collected the seeds and then planting them in the soil. So these are the methods which the plants can follow for their dispersion. Germination is basically the beginning of growth. The term is most commonly associated with plants, describing the process of a seed sprouting into a seedling. When seeds are dry and hard, they are not growing in that condition. For their germination, for their growth, they need appropriate conditions, suitable temperature, water, sunlight, air. And when all these things are available, they then burst out from their hard covering and turn into a baby plant. And we say that the seed has germinated. As we can see in this picture, firstly there is a small seed, then we can see a small root is emerging from this seed. This root then absorbs water from the soil, and then with the root a small shoot also start coming from the seed. And when this shoot and root comes out of the plant, a seedling then develops from a seed. So germination is a process in which a seed develops into a seedling. Students, hope you have understood today's lesson. After listening the lesson, please read the text from the books with your parents, and after reading from the book once or twice, after understanding the lesson well, I have given a home assignment, a small task, just to check whether you have learned the topic or not. There are two questions in this home assignment. First one is just a tick and cross. Take the statements that are correct and put a cross next to any that are wrong. Seeds are always the same size. B. Some seeds are carried away by the wind or water. C. All fruits have many seeds. Number 2 question. What are the different ways through which a seed can be planted? You can share the answers with me in the comment box and definitely I will check them for you. Thank you very much, students. Please share with me in the comment box if there is any confusion. And stay home, stay safe, and Allah Hafiz from my side.